what I say no when you say another 20-30 years ahead of him as a private citizen into no be oye bia no nim say chale otene bi no president in 8 years pe na okofa one abodamfo a sabi obasa ebon kokra it almost say minor age comes with mental distress, dementia, Alzheimer's. You can't say meaning yet. But you see, we share the year on utilize omuna. But many a man kakra, yen nanum crano. Now omun say enyini or how womb said the Bible aka. They know. And the yan yaka say yini yet. But yamui. Why would you wrong who crosses yada muscle? And why? But who bomb by saying that so much but which most symptoms we saw one now but yen and no sent to crown na obit you do on do baby as yes they know that they are question so they because ultimately what you say and usually when we see him kwana say no adia edi camp mo hwe pa one usuku se wadwene usuku sem okrachi sem adwene no ena afi enti you say ebusuku okra akonya no edu so pa wo say odi but ye hwa adwene ni suban na no na say ashanse region e say edam ye ho say edam pio abusuam wa no mo na say wo abusuam no you are done
I said there was this Ashanti region and get so no ye Asante because of things like this, you understand? I don't even feel what can offer. You understand? That one is very important.
Don't blame the old men. Blame the youth that voted for the old men.
That's
because about them.
Talk earlier.
You see, you see, it's a situation. I am multifaceted. Come now, intimi emblem youth in come now easy. Wouldn't kokra me ko gina say me choose baako no choose kokra baako a you can't blame them from choosing kokra baako. You understand? Unless you've provided very viable alternative of young viable candidates. Come and yen can say yen man mebunu so endi animuti babunu bia no akofa na be gina so obi say Samuel kojo opon why galam say ya say no be gina so china be president na you say oh ye pe babunu ntini akofa no baby. You see, there must be a fine blend between, age, maturity,
so mental intelligence is
very important. Remember, every now and then, and the average person will be able to attest to it. We always say, look, in His Excellency Atamils, I keep saying, and that no vice president, no, sir, any engineer who he can, sir, time no man call your president, he would have been super.
Yeah,
are you getting it?
Yeah.
We've all been saying that. So in other words, anyone who says this, I used to the fact say age.
Even the NBC people agree say Professor Nos Niyari Nihano.
Exactly.
So I think we should pay attention.
We need to. And we have because you're sharing your future and you're messing up. Look, me, the reason why today I look a bit heavy and sad is that look, unless people are not seeing what I see from where I sit, but your future is a color blue,
very bleak.
Seriously, this country doesn't have future. The way things are going, our system. Look at what IMF came to say. What is it they're doing?
Future need you ne papa mu future need say future need whether good or bad.
But if you have a bad future,
within the next 5 minutes, in person about upon command responses new way so. But within the next 5
minutes, akasa.
Say what you ba come on do me free.
Yes, we
will talk about it. But the point is Tommy, young guys here. Tommy means a lot of criminal activities are and yet MPP in Kwane.
Yeah.
Even right now, there are certain things MPP and in connivance
with the
NDC elements
B.
And
also, yeah.
And they are promising them that Omobusuba power Omonomobaye. Me a danger mame.
Yeah.
Because say I'm in the Ansah no. Omo esa no so menyo no so benya biaja omo.
Yeah.
And these are only MPP from the carbon about the tramani mabusu akonso.
Yeah.
E basa omo no unim say Haiti adane gang state.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's supposed to be one of the richest countries.
But a gang state because when you crop for Benya, no massacre. When no crop for Benya, no massacre. And Jeffrey Domus is a young two. And my brother boys. And that is the danger we are all talking about.
Kwabena, you see, this is a problem. You see, issue I think say it's not really about age, but you see, the two main political parties, NPP and NDC, you were encophobia within the two parties they have catalyzed. They because a catalyzer. They formed
a cartel.
Some of a cartel of a sort. Kwabena, they protect each other.
That is the danger.
You see, and the problem is not just young people. Old people from na children kola na mpanyinfo no na children kola no say no politics no.
Yeah.
What you say? Mpanyinfo no kokrafo no omo na children ofra no say politics no say na ye no. Odo na ba kwesi a no watch out to ba ko hwe ha. Na boni say odo na kwesi a na boni say yeah. But over 30 years you are 10 when that and that Ghana for say oh what time I want to say but what can defeat Sadie an awakened citizens? Say the citizens will be awakened. Kwabena,
Masa, also be awakened system. Also they come say
and America say.
You don't America say Miss say one here on my rubber than gang state.
Yeah.
But what I mean to say, we end this near this and build the wealth. And I said we will build the wealth. Now I met to another help. What I say, if you ain't build the say, I do the see a few when you see any, but not the BCBS.
Kwabena, you see,
because there's no principles in the system.
Kwabena, you see,
that's the word.
Kwabena, you see,
principles in the system.
Kwabena, you see, I always say this: it is not bad to build wealth when you have politics.
No.
I always say this. Say. Young people, business people, the citizens or politicians can build genuine wealth when they have access to power. Power itself, you see, it's a facilitator. Obia abro beye in esu ni trim ena obewia ade a eye temamufo ne de obaje temamufo no to na wakwakodi because so access to political power. You don't need to steal from the poor people to be able to be wealthy.
Mame advance where you kakra. Me to me imagine say as Ghanaians.
Yeah.
Emi kwai say obi belonging to a political power. Ansah no wetimi
exactly. Far from that.
Send this bow MPP bow. The system should be in such a way that every Ghanaian can work.
The same thing in America. You must build the system. Build the system, but build the system. But for the politicians, when we say politicians, so they are career politicians. Most of the politicians only know they apart from politics. So they are career politicians, and obia a career they want to go forward and grow. There is absolutely no problem with that. The problem is when they put this personal interest at the forefront of decision making at every point in time, and make sure say. They sacrifice the interest of the people. And you can make us say, "Oh, you're a politician. Say, oh, you're minister of state. You don't need to secure them as faculty project, build the school, build the hospital. You don't need to steal that money. By virtue of being a minister of state, that is why I said, there are certain privileges that will come to you, which are genuine privileges you can harness on.
Yeah, and you're
illegal.
Yeah.
And nobody will fault you. But it is come out faculty school charge kufu kobobusia. Mo do sane ba na ma ko han jet na ma so sika no asa egum asa de kwa hon no yakosie. Enu eye abro bayi enu eye dia. It is alien to us. Alien to us. And eye dia say Ghana for you bre this Akufo-Addo's regime should be the last time this thing should happen to the people of this country. Because we need to ensure, say, this is the last time Obama buy Why? So you can genuinely do certain things. You don't need to steal from the poor. You don't need to destroy people's future. You don't need to destroy our water bodies. What you say? There's so many things that have power. Obia own political power dano. But political power it facilitates a lot of things. And yes, so genuinely using political power to facilitate certain things, you know, to create wealth for yourself. For me, I see absolutely nothing wrong with that.
But I have every cause to complain when only opposition could check COVID schedule.
Exactly. Exactly. To say, if I'm saying, COVID schedule. Almost was a cana. No, that guy, I don't think every corrupt act be an PM. Why? And now when they show the interview, the time I Okakope MP for Ufuni Joy FM for interview go on the KSM, yeah. Was on there, Oko Parliament, a better deal passer, deal with Parliament, not say, deal, no, it doesn't make sense, or better Parliament. No, I endorse it. Okay, so for now, probably for now, no, baby, only baby, it makes sense. And psychiatric examination, you say, all right, so let's go straight to what Professor Frimpong Boateng said about Kojo Nkrumah. On Saturday, and may read page 24 of the document. On Saturday, the 8th of February 2020, Mr. Kojo Nkrumah, the Minister of Information, assembled a group of journalists from both NDC and MPP affiliated media houses at the Forest Hotel in Dodowa. Sir, me to emit once a month. Incidentally, we're having a conversation. Yes, we're having incidentally. Thank you. Sadly, we're having a retreat. Civil society organizations, about 20 civil society organizations. We're having a retreat at the same hotel, Forest Hotel. Good. We're having a retreat at the same Forest Hotel. And I saw say they need journalists for ya. Some of the journalists around. Peter Kra, not Peter Kra, Peter dispatch. Peter, Michia Peter ne unkofo ya. I'm so your friend is saying retreat to her 3 days. So we were there on Friday or more by on Saturday. Could you pump my number show Saturdays on floor Sunday you Okay, all right. Let me come up to this, man. So, on Monday, 10th February 2020, the Informer newspaper, whose editor was at the meeting, had the banner headline on its front page as reproduced below. So, Obobo Nyema, Informer Chofan Hunina, and the Informer newspaper, no, Ebabeto, Akufo-Addo sacks Frimpong Boateng for soiling image of government. Akufo-Addo now soiling image, Frimpong Boateng. Informant Andy can come. Oh, mihun no. Okay, no. Maybe I can confirm. No. Okay, all right. Andy can come. Peter, your friend is saying. Only Peter dispatch. Peter. All right. So young one got the response from Kojo Nkrumah. Quick one. Pacho Edaso. Young one heard the response of Kojo Nkrumah. Yeah, what they ma. Kwame say ode to a issue. Now, anyway, young one heard the response. Hello. Okay, all right. So, Kojo Nkrumah response. What they your friend is say Professor Frimpong Boateng. Kojo Nkrumah response of the my any okay, so let me go through quick one. I'll say, and I write in response to allegations made against me by Professor Frimpong Boateng, former Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, and former chair of the Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining. As a matter of personal policy, I generally do not respond to spurious allegations against my person. I have come to observe that with time, untruths crumble in the face of scrutiny. The Ghanaian public, being discerning, always figures out the truth
after a while. However, I deem it necessary to respond to these specific allegations because they are contained in a widely circulated document authored by the former minister. It is important, therefore, to respond for the benefit of the record on the matter so that future generations benefit from the balance account. Okay, so secondly, he is a person for whom, like many Ghanaians, I have had great respect and admiration over the years. As painful as it is for me to expose the falsehoods he peddled about me in his report, I have no choice except to do exactly that. Otherwise, some persons may consider his account true and make judgment based on his completely false and fabricated account. I must therefore respond immediately and without equivocation, and it follows on and on and on. All right, thank you. Interestingly, when the video about Oponkroma eba out, no, untimi meka say no na say later I'll work on the video later. Okay, so issues about Kwaku Bako. This is Kwaku Bako's response, and Mefa Efri paragraph 5. In the response, so he's talked about issues of distraction and all that, the new crusading guide and the response and all that. But where he had a phone, chat with a professor, okay, so one, I'll say the following are my variables. Facts relative to my interactions encounter with you upon your assumption of office as the chairman of the IMCIM. When I made 2 telephone calls to you on 20th October 2017, official MTN call chat available for verification and authentication. That's the purpose of which was to arrange an appointment for the Canadian owner of C&G Alaska Company, Simon Adin and Donat Ensua, the Ghanaian general manager of the company, to see you. Okay, so the Kwaku Bako and a editor of a crusading guide. But ye minister ewo MPP abemuna minister no epese obi person minister ni shia sa contract ni so otimi eje na oye onu atimi arrange ema mutumi ehia enya bone ya enya bone sa adwuma de wiye bi ka ho a enye hwe nti Kwaku Bako adwuma ba ko a na adwuma ba ko asese wo ye no se we minister na is o minister hunu na yeah open minister hunu a Kwaku Bako betnya facilitate ammo ahia o problems o minister no o betimi ni na ahia o ya galamsey na onya problem na oja ya trip kata na we na concession ye free wonsa Kwaku Bako a ono aka say otimi facilitate sa enema ye hu adwuma mo ye sesei. Okay, so the 2 telephone calls which lasted 4 minutes 25 seconds combined resulted in you kindly agreeing to meet the 2 gentlemen representing the company under reference at 4 p.m. in your office. Unfortunately, between point 1 and point 2, Kwaku Bako went to me and can't say a discussions a call. So were there any monetary discussion that a beer or discussing neighbor a beer microphone say? So on what grounds and or create a meeting ma from Boating any Canadian guy no any sa Alaska for no, so which means there was something cooking na bibi ho, yeah, because a businessman bibi anywhere on fa and crown for business pacho the person is here in the past we see, yeah. Anyway, so point 3, during my second call to you, same day 20th October 2017, I explained to you the purpose of the meeting you are scheduled for them in your office at 4 p.m. that day. I told you that the 2 gentlemen, one of whom Donald was a personal friend, intended to brief you on the consistent invasion of the company's concessions by Galamseyers since October 2016. Okay, so I also informed you about their claims that you were trying to get cabinet to suspend or cancel their legitimate lease for large-scale mining without due process, and to dispel rumors that their concession actually belonged to Ibrahim Mahama. I remember telling you that they will be presenting relevant and authentic documentations to defend their case. I always promised to send you reports and documents I had gathered on Galamsey.
Okay, you see. And because sometimes I am not homogeneous say omotebro funti. And Kwaku Bako nim say or ya no de or the Ibrahim Mahama din ebefra na eno ano no asem ne be equalization. Kwabena,
which is impossible.
Kwabena. You see, Kwaku Bako is a pathological liar. Sakrata Wakanyi. It shows Kwaku Bako is a pathological liar. And that has always been a stock in trade. Kwabena Wakai, your friend is saying cool, kitchen cool. Investigations, kitchen knife, cool investigations.
Bentu ane eta kuno.
Kwaku Bako betina TV so be catch there and say, wotie tape video visuals. A trese na nkofo be yiku ampa. Wonu Kwaku Bako. In what capacity you name? Whether he is a member of the national security. In what capacity did Kwaku Bako?
No, but that one maybe he is privy to certain things.
In what capacity? That's the question I'm asking. In what capacity? Kwabena, Kwaku Bako is a journalist.
Yes. But then Obetuyenya links within setups.
Kwabena,
and there's nothing wrong about that.
No, I'm not saying that there's something wrong. If Obi are sources within places.
Exactly.
But Kwaku Bako, one can say he has gotten information from sources or so.
He doesn't say
no. Tie Asamokan or say he has listened to audio visuals, followed through this detail. So the investigation was that somebody was planted among the so-called coup plotters. And so it means it was an operation by the security agencies. How Kwaku Bako, a journalist in this country, was the only person, the only journalist, who said he had access to saw video visuals, event later, up to date. Not a single evidence on that coup plot has been able to provide him. And what was Kwaku Bako listening?
No. When you cry there, there are two issues. Kwaku Bako etwa eto polafoko so say Wabra Serbia also the issues about Serbia missionaries in 2016 polafoko bekan say na onim until we come meeting bi mu and we kopie so omo ehu meeting Kwaku Bako betra Joy FM can say Polafoko was in the meeting with the Serbians and they planned blah 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 and Obe provided videos. To date. Now, about critical no or say and watching in newspaper anymore. Newspaper anymore video no. You said it and many Paul Afoko didn't come on several occasions. A idea you cry ya say how can you lie because I be a crime age mates.
Yeah.
So how can you lie blatantly that you can provide video? Second one, Ansah one the issue about first time I think around 2017 no after 2018. Kwaku Bako went back to the same and you see because junior a friend say journalist from they are afraid of him.
Yeah.
Into a customer to be interrogated.
Yeah.
Oko can say Ansah one ne Ghana police from Penifobia.
Yes.
Now Obe providing
videos.
Any 2 days no go far porn. Pono AIB APA now Obe kura pedi aseko fi buache.
Yeah.
Akwani triwo no I want Chinese di baby da. Or now they were trying say abinum person the shake Kofi Buachi say Kofi Buachi ene Ansah one ebente you but you see Ghana for a too smart omu say a porn and a die. These two statements from Kwaku Bako without providing a shred of evidence.
That is Kwaku Bako stock in trade. Statement at least based on the second reporter, your friend says second responser, your friend is saying Professor Fumpo Boateng Debaye.
Yeah.
He's attached letters from the then Minerals Commission boss, Dr. Tony Oben, indicating that Alaska free. What they had was just a prospecting license. they did not have any legitimate concession or any lease or any grant to do small scale mining. And what concession were being encroached upon by Galamseyers? The person, how can you don't have any legitimate right to mine in this country? So how can you claim that people were encroaching on your lands? You say Kwabena's pathological lies, and then now you are saying they were saying that the concession belonged to Ibrahim Mahama.
No, say a perception, and that is what he's trying to.
The issue at hand. Are we dealing with perceptions here? What perceptions, Kwabena? Who in this country is perceiving say Ibrahim Mahama has some concession somewhere? What sort of foolishness? You see, Kwabena, we entertain such foolishness and mediocrity in this country, and we allow these so-called people, because they speak in English, they write English and come and throw everything out in the public. Kwabena, the foolish attempt to draw the Mahama family into anything, but they
will tell you say Omuye closer to the Mahama family than you. That is a fact. We are not closer. They are closer. I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you on Gabi. On Kojo Nkrumah's response.
Well, so I think, look, this whole report, first off, Maminka say, in as much as Amy they say report about Betujwe,
yeah,
I'm also a little disappointed in Professor Frimpong Boateng. That if he knew this all along, now from 2021, and a submitted report, now indeed he's doing this in good faith to protect the interest of Ghana. And then not changing till now. Is it that now are only on your part of the Abaino? And until I feel the Oba baby keka what he's saying now. But better late than never. Upon Nkrumah response of the Abbey, I mean, there's no response I want to talk about, because we say it doesn't carry away and call response, not the buy. But what is so important to me is what Frimpong Boateng ekache upon Nkrumah.
Okay.
In the response.
Okay.
And I want to read just one or two paragraphs.
Do it for me.
I said, dear Mr. Upon Nkrumah, and I think that this goes to not just Upon Nkrumah, but to all, especially politicians. I have read your response to what I wrote about you in the report. I sent to Chief of Staff a little over 2 years ago. You have denied what I wrote, and that is normal. You know why he said it's normal? It's normal because when him says, oh, I be moi. Your number one interest is to protect the Abaino. Into Obi Bia Bekano Krana him say no creno, ebe messy up Abaini imager. You come and deny it. And that is a zeal. And upon Nkrumah, look, Emi Yase ye can be mua omenya positions are per his age, you know, he's also identified as one. Because the reality is that disgracing the youth. You understand? No, he's disgracing the youth. What upon Nkrumah, I don't know, in your position from
upon Nkrumah in your position, Felix in your position, none age in upon Nkrumah.
Yeah. It's about I'm talking about the Omidi position.
Okay.
Oh no, not the deeds. Oh no, not the person. The deeds na make one.
Okay, I agree.
And why? Me, when Upon Nkrumah was a journalist, to a large extent, I was admiring him.
Yes, but you see, Felix Okujo to Black one.
Yes.
You know, Fifi Kwete. You know, these were very young people. Professor Moss brought. Look at how these people have handled themselves,
established
up to date. We assume some of them could even come up to
and
the high office as president.
You made reference to an interview by Ansah Upon Nkrumah Babeye MP, no? Or make
yes.
Say so me do in Pempensuya. I will let my conscience guide me. That was all about it. But how comes to do everything has become the opposite. The response is so good. Then he goes further. The third one, which is an advice. Frimpong Boateng's advice to Kojo Opon, and by extension to everyone. My advice is always remember that political power is both short-lived and effervescent. In about 2 years' time, you may no longer be in government and you may experience the real world. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
You think, say, today you have power, and until you will throw away the national interest for partisan interest. Even when you know how many times, I mean, I'm saying now with experience, how many times now you need your colleagues from the MPP and call public discussions near the UPIA, then they will tell you, Charlie, as a man now can they no crow. Nanso, I am a party intimate to me can share. Selling their conscience to protect party instead of protecting the nation. How many times now politicians, especially Kennedy, Japan, August, now more than some minimum ever party no no. So me can say me can. More than me can party no be collapse. Until you keep quiet, because even if the party is messing up the country, you rather want the country to collapse and not the party. And no, you cry and say all of us are saying the economy has collapsed. It has collapsed because almost just only protect the economy. They are rather protecting their party and their party's interest. And individuals who seems to be giving them appointments and giving them contracts. And that is what they will do. It is so disheartening. But you see, at the end of this all, the average politician doesn't learn. The average politician, the reason why you think the average politician doesn't learn is because on your power, he or she is busy amassing wealth. Into what the predecessors mistakes they end up doing the same mistakes and even worse. And that is exactly what we are experiencing here. Look, me, I have sounded a caution and a warning. You bet me at lament, but at the end of the day, justice must take its course. And if justice will take its course, indeed, under this government, I have lost absolute hope. But the next government that will come, whether it is going to be a different political party or what, as long as there's a new government that's going to be formed, if that government comes, now when to me input to some of these people to go through the legal process for them to be jailed, that government, no, will be.
All right, so you're going to take Gabriel's response to a Professor from Pomboating, and maybe Masha Adiebi Enso. Utie omunina response no tome who read kwaku baako who read your friend say upon chroma. It seems like almost choice of words as if they sat down.
Minister's understanding of his position is, if what I did was illegitimate, why don't you take the right action? He's going to report me to the minister as if he's a teacher and the president is a master and I'm what, a school prefect, and I've done something wrong. I mean, what kind of silliness is this? I mean, I don't even want to comment on that he reported me to the president. For the president to do what?
Call you to order.
The president is a lawyer. The president is a lawyer, and he knows that lawyers are supposed to what? To protect the legitimate business of their clients. So why would the president call me on a matter like this? Why would he even go to the president to complain? Because it's not as if he was going to say that when he got the soldiers to freeze or stop the people from working, I went to give a counter instructions to the soldiers. And the soldiers, ignored his and took mine. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You're calling him, asking questions, snooping around. Isn't that interference, Gabi?
No, but really, isn't it what you do?
My job is to snoop around, get information, all that.
And my job is not to protect the right of my client.
I think he see. I can't speak for him, but you think the issue to do with Gabi as a person, not as a lawyer.
But I'm saying that when I called him, and he is in his report, I told him that I'm a lawyer for the company. If they have all the permits issued legitimately by the state entities that are supposed to issue the permits and licenses, if they are working, then you, the minister, you have no right to interfere.
But
that's what he did.
Yeah, but he found out
what he did is rather what I saw to be interference. Even they are working, then you, the minister, you have no right to interfere.
But
that's what he did.
Yeah, but he found out
what he did is rather what I saw to be interference. Even they are working, then you, the
all right, okay, so this is Gabriel Tanako for you.
Gabi, if you Gabi kai. One can you Gabi and Kashi. You see, go for him. And it's not about slangs, it's not about empty slangs.
Gabi say, from Pom Boating, Ejidi say, why you be on Towoda? I mean, Emrao. So you decided to go and report him to a minister or a president. Then he asked a question, and beside a very stupid question. President Onyane Day. We know Gabi is a stupid boy. We know. President Onyane Day.
You see, Kwabena. You see, Gabi is trying to create the impression, say, he was just defending his client, which is the CNG company.
Exactly.
Kwabena. At least I'm not a lawyer yet, but I have benefit of legal education. Kwabena, this is not how lawyers defend clients. Kwabena, CNG Alaska for no, say no more lawyer ne Gabi, and no more lawyer ne where be a Poku Chambers. We did this as a lawyer and bet for phone after minister.
No way.
I can't minister say
no way.
Why are you interfering with my people's work?
No way.
Who brown dog? Come on.
So the only thing you can do as a lawyer, you go to court.
Yes, you're right. You see,
from your chambers.
There are procedures.
Yeah, I agree.
You write to the minister, citing the complaints of your client. The minister will respond. If there's a reason for both parties to meet and settle the matter, or for some conversation to happen, fine. If there are no understanding, your best option as a lawyer is to go to court, is to sue the state.
Finito.
Wo Gabi, wo Papa Ben our practice. We will be lawyer. Wo law Ben. Wo say your friends African Legal Associate okoti. You don't do anything there. What to my front? One ko je nkofo legal worker. No ma free boys lawyers no. So say adwuma no mo. Eno na kise jaben, na kise jaben. Kise jaben when kise jaben was in private practice.
Yeah.
Gabi eko je ne African Legal Associate. Omko je omko abonti no mbe man no ko ya be omfo kan bo fa kase eko je your friend is a brief star. You need to be adwuma. No ma free kise jaben. And no man, okay, your friend is saying a japade, a japa.
Yeah.
One say now, yes, your friend say arrangement no, not to say jabe because they had worked as transaction advisors with African Legal Association. Exactly. And review the contracts.
Exactly.
What you say? Lawyer Papa Ben, lawyer Papa, law school.
But the point they say,
law Papa Ben.
But the point they say, said the okay, no, Mr. Bami Tim say obey that for phone. Kwabena Daben not a Yakufado, your president. I want that privilege.
Kwabena Daben na Gabi. Why Daben na Gabi court could defend you? Daben. Again, I say a chick and of what I call for. I didn't call your friend is saying parliament. Yeah, or what's an okay kind of focus. Yeah, court to Daben. Court to Daben. Come on, so these things are just untenable. Sometimes I don't know say it's a don't kick and slangs na a Ghana for again. We take Gabi Kasa Kwabena. He shows that Gabi has absolutely no regard for the president.
President Onyede.
He has absolutely no regard. Just a little bufu class from Pom Boating or no Gabi no just on the cat the Kufado Nyansa and the Kufado aye. Into one report to Gabi so that is what is Gabi saying. He say, how dare you go and report me to the president? The president, I order him to do what he has to do. That is what Gabi is saying. Say, before now, no. say from Paul Boateng akọ report na ma Akufo-Addo amra ono anything in the Akufo-Addo's government the ono be can final to this come me see there was a minister previous minister in Kwabena who told me in private say some time ago they were in cabinet meeting under Akufo-Addo. The president was not around. Dr. Bobie was chairing the cabinet meeting and Gabi entered the cabinet meeting. When he came, all the ministers had to stand up.
Oh, how?
These are people ministers. No? Gabi entered the cabinet. Oh, Gabi, what are you doing?
I know Muina, sorry.
Yeah, they had to stand up because Gabi had entered the cabinet meeting. The ministers had to stand up.
Oh, I don't know chair meeting.
The vice president was there chairing the meeting.
Ain't the vice necessary?
I don't know.
No, but we are taking instructions from.
Anything that the officer now me prime minister.
Oh, Charlie.
Who report to me? I'm a president. So on your meeting. That is what he's saying. If you listen to Gabi clearly, what he's saying, he said, such impunity. Why are you,
I should be the one reporting you.
I should be the one telling the Akufo-Addo to fire you, not you going to report me to him.
And as someone calling to report you to me.
Okay, you see, but I'll come back to you. Willie, media role in this Galamsey fight. Obuches cut 10 million Ghana cedis for the media, led by Samens.
Good.
City FM.
Yeah.
Bernard Avle. I think Kwame Sifakai was part.
Okay.
Hey, champion.
Kwame Sifakai was part, right?
Chairman.
And then Kwame Sifakai
a friend saying, telecom chamber.
He's the man never multimedia. This guy. Chamber of Commerce. Our friend.
Oh, me affinity. Kenashigbe, Ebed February.
Media, but the media, Atamens, who is a bodyguard to Guy Watchdako, was seen and obviously Sanyo Hosika. I don't want to go, but what shall say? I be more say. Samens is putting the team together as City FM to play the defense. Omedikai Ekoye Gabi interview. Gabi Ewo Assassin Radio. So what happened? But the media aspect to the extent yes media for be Ewo concessions, ebi Ewo generators, eya de ma Galamsey for rent. Peace FM reporter be chin on there now discover fan account mu. So the media, it seems that amount for to Galano, and they are defending the government on this Galamsey. Yeah, 10 million Ghana cedis in there. Upon Kumano Machedi is gone.
I think the media, they really started well about the fight against Galamsey. Publications, publicities, and then the education. Yeah, they really started well, and I was really impressed. So the latter part when it came up, said clearly, Omu energy for whatever reason. I said instantly Obia energy was coming down. Now I started getting worried because I was like, I thought Moana more champion is idea, which was very good for everyone. And what was so worrying was that not only was their energy coming down, but the issue of Galamsey is exposed there. The way and manner in which Omo try say Omo be, I see say Omo can was Omo di diagrana. And I'm not surprised that look, the Omo friends, some most the senior journalist, Kubako. I'm not surprised there's a banter going on between Onone from Boateng. And it is simply because these are all individuals, they are in the media fraternity, and they all seem to be having interest. You understand? They seem to be having interest, and then all of a sudden, Myanmar Mustati yes we are committed to fighting Galamsey. We put the presidency, on his toes, and all that. Then all of a sudden, more than want to defend and rationalize what is happening. And I saw some, say 3 different forms of shades and colors of water from different ways. Charlie, you know that right now, I don't even know which one is expensive. Whether a liter of water and a liter of petrol. I don't even know which one of them is expensive now. But if indeed water is life, now media, it is the fourth realm of estate, realm of the estate or whatever, state of the realm.
Fourth
estate,
yeah,
of the realm or whatever. Okay, let's take away the realm. But the truth of the matter is that these are individuals and more the last resort. Say judiciary MSA app, SEBI, executive MSA app, as we are seeing. MPs or legislators are also messing up. What we're expecting is that will run to the media to protect and to help us and to publicize. But it is so clear, say right now, most of them are also moving. I think they're also taking a cue from what the politicians are doing. Sell your conscience. We'll sell the future of this nation. We'll join you to sell the future of this nation. Give us what we need to give us. And that is what is happening. Today, as we speak, most media houses, even their communication level, Anopa area and as a normal program, the focus, the topics to be discussed are determined by the executive.
I will send a message about why Samens left the government. Sir, on and now, I think Central Belt.
Yes.
Coastal Development Bank. And then the panel catch him say, was Galamsey Kosu was Central region. In the coastal areas, we have no idea. We are just looking at Eastern region and Ashanti region. Was never Kosu Ewohono and yet easy crowd.
Surprised.
But in time, no, because that means I'm a young.
What's really
the reason why?
When you say Western region, you know, coastal development.
Yes, Western region in account. So which means Enyema Koso, which some men they know.
Yeah.
Just that they are protected by Otabel. No mom de asofu ma men no money sankrofono akatakata omani women groups, various groups now or more I join but quick one, Tommy. So who should the media discussion on this matter? Meaning so follow. What do you see?
I think same. The media is highly complicit in this cover up. You see, Kwabena, Boni and Kofu Edin, they couldn't have done it without the media. They couldn't have. Kwabena, look at how we practice journalism in this country. Say, when you say there are so many scandals are SCR, and the Ubishagan and he say, what happened to this particular scandal? What was the conclusion? Ghana Funim.
Yeah.
And Adeno Eba, the media is so corrupt. So, almost so no one did genetics are winner. No man fetching boko. No man could jet. Omunya just coming the next jumper radio so happy birthday. Won't take happy birthday from an apartment. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to one. Happy birthday to one. Happy birthday to one. Because there are times that I wake up in the morning, I see so many disturbing stories going around on social media about this government. You tune into your radio in the morning, you tell me super reviews are there more discuss here.
But Manama typical Kwabena mentioned, but Manama or say there are top journalists involved in this Galamsey. I just want to let you know, say how corrupt this media is and how complicit, how much of an accomplice the media is. But they are on a running show. He or she determines what.
No, you are not running the show for yourself. You are the fourth estate. You're supposed to be representing the interests of the people. What is happening? The role of the media is to shine a light on what is happening.
What is your interest and your only interest?
No. You see, the interest of the media can never be different from the interest of the people, then the media have lost their way. Because why do we set up a free media? Why is a free media important in a democracy? A free media is important because Ghana for 30 million people enya konya enti metene fidi ha enkasa enkyere omadwene enye de omoye. Enti BBC a ye wonkofobia ye form the fourth estate of media. Omo na wokonya eti console anim a ombetimi akasa mo nkofo ate. Ama Ghana for hu de ye console omanim. Enti noma esie no e media no responsibility so omode kan ya behwe so ama Ghana for hu say we na ekobone omanim we na ekoyi. Enti if the media fails, na the bia bonisia instead of the media to shine a light on it, almost a touch light net so. Ghana for against a yakoso no mafet omuji is no modum light no. And there's so many things. Come on, let me give you an example. Can Japan aye tape be during the campaign?
I see.
Can Japan say ya tu abani 2020 no? Onu ne koyi sika Edema first deputy speaker independent candidate no or command bribe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard that tape. Or command bribe. Or man bribe me you know kata mo chairman so on me join NPP kra wan kan ano de be kan NPP come na Ghana media you minister won tey
speaker no you minister won tey
come na yes.
The speaker
yes, but everyone say on recess. If you want the benefit of the doubt, Parliament is on recess. But Kwabena, the media, I imagine say say a serious allegation that your first deputy speaker of Parliament was bribed. He was bribed to join the MPP. And by virtue of that bribery arrangement, that is how he became first deputy speaker of Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. Ghana and some for you many as omunti asemu ma hoche obia mo ho wa. As a normal, this is a serious catastrophe. Community, the problem with the media. Only know, say. Serious issues bawo man no ade anopa wo be so ofidie no na de koso no I stop listening to morning shows because say we clear we be radio na ho mete say enti normal koso man of all the things this one people can but say and now some issue be I forgotten what issue it was serious scandal anopa na city of no anyway, but na akwa we friend say chairman so akofa comedian how me fear and say omo training kola bi into the system.
Okay, media no.
If we don't dismantle them and I'm sure say Ghana will become a gang state at a point because Omo we say amanfo hu omo and omo ya no ebi na firi mu aseda akose MPP government no mu ebi no nyanko shemu omo tete and omo cropping kola afoforo ba. If we don't take care and dismantle that machinery omo be force us akofa another criminal like Akufo-Addo Aba. And that will be the end of Ghana.
Exactly. I totally agree with you, and that's what I'm saying. That is why
because now they are training them.
Exactly.
Only they say they train on the mom. Do call ICGC. Sorry. Dominion. Danka Williams no. Introduce CSO no. Omo policy omo kakra.
Ebi na kojo ponkoma pesa wo ye. Omo policy omo for a long time kojo ponkoma on kasa. So what for a long time. Also on kasa. Yes, because you know, and what proper now. Yes, we call social media. To be here, something Jimmy Fu. Who kojo ponkoma. You are free media mu buy. And can we represent the media? Amanko for who say wo watching once
On the church will be a media for or money abandoning arguing or Moncho.
Who say, what you want to Galam say? Kono COVID sika a bedding to you. What ministry? Go and read the COVID audit report. How he was taking the COVID money to pay his people on deserving allowances. How they chopped the COVID money. Who could up on Chroma? Who called for sir? Say what started polishing home. No, we're chilling powder. No, I bet if you did so. Now you are quite not the Ghana flag is city of the president. You see, and if say Nanya don't not control say or be a president. But
in American the danger is that me omo train you among color in the media system because at a omo year now so far omo beko akofa another kwasia baako about 20-30 years edinaba now so that is where they will finish the country.
Anything I am putting my money say woman you better finish your class on master because you put my money and you could do upon Kroma Abujina Ponum and Abujina Pone was showing the time with team the council women are so the president on baby president video no already affair so woman I do a team and bonnie do a ben go be the president Okruma say yeah pele be come one na better say ama ko do pon be president Okruma say why ko do pon Okruma last time we be ko do na make say ya we are Ghana better no jump straight Kwabena we say and do be ya be ko awu hwe na people like ko do pon Okruma ya be say power say live on our 100.5 Citizen Show. Right, thank you so much. CD Bar Center, we are grateful certificate about we are grateful. And I finish and I say Eclipse Collateral. No Siabo, Yadamase, we are out. With you, Baumia, it will catch up with you. Baby, I will draw or strength every across Africa, West Africa countries. It will catch up with you and catch up with your wife, Samira. It will catch up with you guys one day. It will catch up with you guys. If we are say, oh yeah, Papa, at the one di bonia at the one. It will catch up with you. Let me leave it here. Now, Kwame, your friend say Pentecost for story no to our mame. Ghana for Mesra Mumwame, na ye Musa Pentecost for and ye market to be. You will read this story be actual. Yes, so a development conference, right? Okay, so Ghana's Moral Renaissance, a National Development Conference proposes the establishment of an Integrity Council. Integrity Council. Underlined. Integrity Council. Integrity Council.
baby bia obiano read the story ye Pentecost for a propose integrity council. Okay, so let me just do some 2-3 paragraphs and move on. And I read the inaugural to the National Development Conference spearheaded by the Church of Pentecost culminated in a resolute call for the establishment of a national moral and integrity council aimed at combating the distressing decline in moral values in the country. Pentecost. Oh, Jesus Christ. Charlie, drop up integrity council. Integrity council. You see, omubuye say ye nim nyansa. Yeah. Ekroma mpanimfo hu say Ghana fo nim nyansa. The Pentecost for another way to steal us, to steal money. Pentecost leadership, no, they want another way to steal money. They want another way to come and steal us. You are talking about integrity. Anyway, me CMG sikache di mecha nentem. Ene mecha nentem pa. Ene ye biem udi agra 1,000 net dem panyanyan. Ene ye biem eye star 413 hash. Follow process no na fedi yenko. Follow me yanko. Ene ye biem mumiem biem ai biem ye biem hai. Yes, mon check mo sound. Check your engine. You need a biem hai. Now, Pentecost Church catch Ghana for say omo propose say ye bibi a your friend integrity council. The integrity council will be there. But omo be form that council, no? Do they have any integrity? Where is your integrity? Pentecost Church. Are you suffering? Your friend say Pentecost. Sorry, your friend say Apostle why? Ansah. What? Oh, bra. Your friend is saying Apostle Nyameche. Apostle Nyameche should come and tell us where is his integrity. Where is their integrity? They should tell us. The Presby Church should tell us. Presby moderator. Now here, near quality integrity a council. Near do to say Reverend Matesunipa Akwakahwa. Where is your integrity? Ghana Christian community in country. Where is their integrity? They should tell us. The Islamic community should tell us where is their integrity. Where is their integrity? The sheikhs, the imams, they are keeping the bad boys, the criminals. Where is their integrity? Chroma Langas in Ghana House of Winning Womo. Chroma Langas. You go and meet and talk nonsense. Na media front to a normal show. Adene nipa ne kan nyansa bia anim. Jomama was sitting there. Baumia was sitting there. Kofo was sitting there. They all know that crooks and normal organizing program normal friend or crooks. Criminals. You are talking about integrity council. Jesus Christ. Why is your integrity? Otabel, the integrity way. Duncan Williams. Aji Asare. Bobo mame. Ude bobo. Omu nyina agrada anu nyina yepe. Entina meme nka agrada asem no. Oh yes. Just that they are omu no ye agrada brofo version. So when I hear people talking against agrada, I'm like, agrada why are they? Because bibia no am say agrada ya. Okwa sa nsori ya unya omo the same character. They are there. No. And I like this message from a tester. Also, Bobie, as if the National Peace Council is not enough for them. How unfortunate such pastors could see the logic to build a prison, that building factories to employ the desperate youth in their churches. A syndicate of criminals parading as holy men of God. Okay, so Anak Felix, the argument they say Pentecost for na disika ekoko see prisons omu bem instance of the be factories aman koda na nya adwuma ye na omu agya krono ene abonofosem. But the point is say enya krono ne abonofosem ko a ayeso na di nipa ko afiase ebi o wa ntwa to so. What do you say? Be over in Chatuswo. So get it right. But me argument nasi. But instead of a big church like Pentecost to build a school or hospital, they rather decided to build a prison. Maybe for their potential stealing pastors. I don't know. New council for what? Even the existing ones need counseling on integrity and morals. Richard Backham so say, what about Peace Council? Where is Christian Council? Why another council? Does it mean the Christian Council and Peace Council has no integrity? Yes, that is what they are telling them. They are telling us that the Peace Council and the Christian Council and the Islamic Council, no, they have failed Ghana. Almost failed Ghana for Obian Peso Basho. Me say Ghana problems are so for Christians leadership, Islamic leadership, and the traditional rulers ahemfo. Criminal organizations 3 say Ghana enye enkola no mo ye fraud dom ne na mo ba bi no enye boys no mo ani abre pe aduane adi no omo ye 3 ahemfo ekromwa sika. Me say, so who criminal wo NDC mu, who criminal wo MPP mu, omu wia wo mu sika. Baby biensa na eko yensoro dem. Ebi ko mosque ene ebi ko ahimfie. Omu say be establish ba ko. E dia be wia yen. Integrity Council. Let them come clean. No one say integrity crom wa ye mo bo mo ano enformment integrity council. Mu wia and sorry sika. You are conniving with people. Duncan Williams in a chrome kasa. Akufado ebaya Duncan Williams e catch there say nyame anka nkyerɛ ne sɛ ɔnka political leadership anim na mmom na ɛsɛ ɔbɔ mpaeɛ ma wɔn. Meanwhile, Duncan Williams some few years back we were talking about dollar. Where is your integrity? Integrity anyway. Anyway. In Ghana, we don't have any leaders in Islam. Now, a friend say, Sheikh Batunim Penifona or no, Omoya there. Omoya there, Omoya Penifo. Masa, if you disagree, Islamic leadership near Catholic Bishop Conference. Catholic Bishop Conference for crowd there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Catholic Bishop Conference for no. They talk. I've seen series of Nyama Makafa Akufo-Addo administration. Even Cathedral no crown. They have been making statements upon statements. Catholic Bishop for no. Kasapa. Maybe say no catch them and say person integrity council. Probably I will get it. I will understand. Anyway, Abraham Bobie ask them for the definition of integrity. Maybe they have a different understanding about what integrity is. Yes. Yeah. Now, would you just imagine say you take counsel we near Konya Obiti say Professor Matesu Nipa say our integrity, a pastor who take bribes from 4 to say Mate Otabe aye busy say washe also washe emwa animal kingdom say animal here na wakofa dipa we say ono emekere me morals me Bobie Otabe emekere me ade a ye friend morality how boni a omu di no me ntimi ni sa boni ne da me say boni ekoso e won sorry them any mosque the ordinary people walking on the street omu ntimi ni sa boni ne da ote boni ni bi omu di a wo be dwiriw Ghana so for almost said that with media for propaganda. They have newspapers, they pay them. Go back to Bombay, only momo, nyina. Obia our newspaper planting in stories. They know themselves. So ka se kroma asofo sorry agina ho imam for sorry agina ho ahemfo sorry agina ho say look, we are not going to allow politicians to steal us. And every politician should depend on the salary. I'm telling you. Etobetwa Mami ya wa salt and light church the what to the near chia kosi na so ho no sa woman no monko they should tell us kwame atem adan me catch them. They should tell us apieti omjiji no. They should tell us, is it true that they are using the money the year business interest, like they have invested treasury bill and interest? Is it true? Why are they not releasing the monies? What is happening? They should tell us. They should give us updates. They should get us videos, projects on my end. They should account to us. Kwame, and you say you go 2 years. You go 2 years. They should account to us. They should account to us. They should tell us. And you are coming to tell us you want integrity council. You want to form another criminal cartel. You want to form another criminal gang. Huh? Peace Council, no? Yes, they know that the Peace Council has no integrity. They have no moral values. Yes, they know. They know it. They know. They know the Christian Council has failed. They know it. They know that the Islamic community has failed us. Shekusi Boating. Edi. okay so maybe amanga kusibu atin on that prison on my biama and the prison. You went there talking about integrity. Moko hono and then kasofo ba ku preaching otimi sorry gina ho say ade akosi buaten eye no eye abonefo semo a aha yeah ube preach at why and unim say omo ka moral standards a omo de omo ni si boys no and a fraud boys any girls no more TikTok any social media na omo bo omo bra no omo no do omo ni si omo so omo ka morals ni nyina no e wa na omo attention wo akola bia ne ho nam no ya wa biem wo social media wo biem wo amya bia hwe amya ni ebo amya ni atuo omo na yo omo target no one kofa girl bi a on social media you be trend video bi girl bi as say onum crofo ade ni bi omo say o your friend say we o say dey on kwa me ade no mbobo no say no friend we no ayi bi sa na omo de kire say ye na kire say ye moral ayi no conform yeah boni amudi no da me say press before kwa yi moderator enye me koso no enye easy omo ko to aba yi moderator omo kwa abosom nyina so omo tunro kwa me ye betnya google sesi a omo accuse omo last 2 years they were accusing each other so omo tunro against themselves presby church obate umbaka integrity akire ye ubedi integrity unkobo ha mesia pa omo pa yense kroma asofo nyina lie ni nyina yenko gira eye stadium ni integrity unkomo ni bia obia private life ubehu de nkebesi okroma they should just shut up criminals shut up akromfo you are helping politicians to steal us oko ese oko nsori ni nyina me say wo dey check it John kuma ye elder and this say oko abenya nkrofo bebre wa ndisi mo ya ye omo elders ebi wo ajiasare ho ebi wo Danka Williams ho ebi wo Pentecost hwe ya akwa we ayi minu aketu ayi kwaja ponkroma oye elder ewo Pentecost asiane say entena both sides and this new people ni nyina hu enti omo dirimika do omo akwa hye nsori num any aye omo elders in the political party change here they run to this here Pentecost for war issue be da and they should check it Pentecost for war issue be between Pentecost and Tobinco Pentecost church leadership omuni ma same way between Pentecost church Tobinco Opuni Dr. Opuni and General Sedun Ketia bibi koso e wo montem Pentecost leadership they know this uwie ugo udi boni we wi a abeka kire me say yenkoti integrity council yenkoti integrity council and then you first and last so mo bie mo ano ekasa ade ni bio ubahu so mo bie mo ano ekasa asem ni bio a ubahu se de besi abobom din akeka ensem bi a boni bia mo di bi hwe sa Reverend Amishadai Abishadai ye owo hwe man bi o say omo de abasa Bank of Ghana omo transport department no am say Auditors General report say omunkwa on maintenance omo spend bibi million Ghana cedis the other no oya sofo major tano oya sofo major tano wono na kwachi apia stadium ona kwachi apia stadium no omo de ne be sa concert guy Jimmy for no osu bempa no major tano your friend major tano obia musa major tano ase wo krom ha major tano metrechre mu sika o mo spend ewo your friend say Bank of Ghana omo transport department wo o metrechre mu oya sofo abisha dai oya sofo GR nkwasi asem nyina wo na edi amisha dai na mo anum sika nsem ne nyina o ne hu wom bi amisha dai ba ka tira me say mo de efo na bed for me sa no mo body mra misi mo de mo famra agrada o si ude puputo bra puputo efa bra mo won de efo na be for me sa cancer no efo na mo be for me sa cancer no efo na mo de mo be for me sa cancer no okro beso krofo wiayen krofo di bone ene obi bedi minister hwe unim se ye frɛ ne se kenoforiata ya nyini nyina ye ahemfu bi a okodwane to awomo mete se ye frɛ ne se apia kubi asenwan omo MPP mete se wakase kenoforiata so de or the Jatwa command and no tunfo senso chebi hino. But I heard him. I heard him saying that. Yanentina akufadu enye Sure. We are talking about the economy. We are talking about figures. Adia how man for bread. Nipa bako for hu how ye dwane koto ahemfo. How we dealing I don't get it. I don't get it. It's sad. Obi person odi minister. And this we near. Oba hu profo be trumrika akọ ahemfo. Ohene no o musa say na who CV way wadwuma ye te say no. Oba share relationship on no wo. Me na idio ohwe me ono ana hwe me pa me nana di otai ba fie oba okradwan prado pickups de ye program nananom mu be ye program ni asende no oni sika kura no obewia aban de e de akọ ahemfie ho no ma ye show nti sika ese odi esi school dan sika ese odi ye kwai sika ese odi ye ensuo ema Ghana fo nya binom market centers ye nya nyina mahoden kama wa wi ade ko ahemfo no musa mamprugu hine no odi beko akoma no na atimanzem asante ahemfo no de beba akoma no nananom samanfo nta wachi no ntimi nwia mo nkanfo no de bekwa otwa manya ba de fanfanto oso a modawase uncle ai ento obi antimi hwe obi anim nka nkyereza bema ade a wo ye yenye ensifia bio na wo kronfo mena na adwe so hene eya won frɛ John kuma busan sɛ John na MP ba kwa wodi ye hu sika nie ye musa ena no na ye nua ba ya na sigusu gawo yi friends Oslo usu na ne se egusu gawo bi titibi su basa ena oso anya sika ebresi ne se okotra Joy FM ka kire ye sɛ NDC time no ese Ghana for etimi eye bibi se a friends lifestyle audit lifestyle audit Well, somebody is mentioning Domahini. Yeah, I think Domahini is doing well. He's doing well. But you see, I hope say NDC bar Domahini will keep on checking the system. We should check each other. That's all. Let's check each other. That's all. Integrity being a chain, checking each other. Abrabo everybody. Me na me deme ho na me me yi me tru mu dia nantia. Emu dia na fa ho. Dia owia oman no. Ni hu che me a obi akogina TikTok. Na no wo bia bia mu oni ehwe bia ni ye ahwe bia. Dia owia oman sika no wo ye wudini e chain say nipa no. Dia owia oman sika no ye wudini e chain akwala bia wabobɔ ne wan ro ne watwa gya atumu na wɔsese no one na awurade kasa ɔhwe na awurade ekwan gya Jehova ɛwɔ bepa kronkron ne so no one na awurade di nkita ho ɔkasa mani tie musi gya Jehova fo no nye de owia ɔman sika ne hu papa. That's it. But you see, let me do this. The Josephine is even part of this government as the protocol officer to Baomia. Oh, really? EO Mensa. Oh, okay. Minimo. Minim. I see. Boy. 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 Sons and daughters of Black Rasta. Yeah. The criminals are there. The criminals are in our churches. The criminals are in our mosques, various mosques. The criminals and various palaces are in Fieno. They are there. The criminals, they are there. You are talking about Integrity Council. Very funny, you know. Now, gather for mame, enya dewe. Today, me perceive me mama flashbacks to understand why the MPP is going to opposition. The only political party that I know, if almost strategize here, they can cross the 12 years under a democratic dispensation, ANDC. If they strategize well. Send this strategizing here, they can cross it easily. But Yangote Ampon, this guy, Otonyoma Akufo-Addo, right? Or campaigning for Akufo-Addo, right? Yangote Ampon. Me pesa me ka se me cho shot.
Nipa bia o kana na do amammo ho. Ama nneoma ayese no. Se wo gina se ncho ma na ganafo ebetu atia no. Nipa bia o kana na do amammo ho. Ama nneoma ayese no. Se wo gina se ncho ma na ganafo ebetu atia no.
Allegation pa na.
Me say nipa bia o kana na do amammo ho wa ha na do nkofo nkofo abona na do adapa didi na tem papa kokura adwuma de a wo ye nyina achi nkofo di na tem nipa bia o kana na do amammo ho a o ma na do asofa organafo atam didi hu bia o be stand say o wade foforo bia ma gana no ganafo ebeto obetia no. I'm telling you the fact. O de opa kwane kwa kyeto obia o be ofina na do amammo mu say Alan was a very good man. Uncle Betmia Eddie, but we also a good man. Betmia, but so I'm a drum pempe. So saying they're gonna for Ghanaians to reject them. Mechanic Benajo. Inipe Bia or Canada or Memo. I'm a Nioma Ayeseno. So we Genasi and Chomana Gana for Ebetuetiano. I'm allegation panel. Me say enipa bia wo kana na do memu ho wa ha na do nkofo nkofo abona na do adapa didi na tem papa kokura adwuma de a wo ye nyina chi nkofo di na tem enipa bia wo kana na do memu ho a wo ma na do asofa organa fo atem didi hu bia o be stand say o wade foforo bia ma Ghana fo e beto betia no. I'm telling you the fact. O de opa kwana kwa kyeto obia obe ofina na do memu mu say Alan was a very good man. Uncle Betmia Eddie, but we are a good man. But so a man wanna drum pempe, so saying they're gonna for Ghanaians to reject them. Mechanical job. In Ipabia or can so a man wanna drum pempe, so saying they're gonna for Ghanaians to reject them. Mechanical job. In Ipabia.
All right. So Ghana for assembly. Assembly down. Obi a wutem was street mu bia asem na down no. And once again you see the hypocrisy in the voice of Ampon, a hypocrite. Nyachum. We are about soronyum. So was I preach kan. Gradi omo wi nsane chai ye cry we street ni so no. They know say Akufo-Addo are failing. They know Bawumia are failing. They know say the entire government are failing. They know. They are aware. Akufo-Addo no amunya hwe. Wo mo ka no ho no na wo asai o man no. Yeah, kwasi akasa. Yeah, kwasi akasa. I according to this ample guy, Nanado is not part. Yeah, kwasi akasa. Kwasi akasa because omo brand kakra di ti Jimmy kasa bia na afiri nanum aba no aka se ninku ne Jericho no ninku wo Akufo-Addo wo wanka say ya ombaji afiri nsam o minor say but Akufo-Addo nka ho yen kwasi asem ye Jane Williams, thank you Jane. O minor say